Hello and welcome to McLaren Port Huron Today's Health Program. I am your host, Kelly DiNardo. Today we're talking about programs for patients with special needs. My first guest is Lynn Griffor, the director of McLaren Port Huron Foundation. Lynn, thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Great. Tell me about the foundation and how your efforts help to support our patients here at the hospital.
Sure. The foundation really exists to connect people in the community that want to support the programs and services of the hospital with their financial contributions. And really in every corner of the hospital you can see where a donor and their generous gift has enhanced patient services, made the aesthetics of the hospital better. Really, I can walk through the hospital all day long and point to things that donors have brought to the facility.
That's amazing. So I know that when people want to give to the foundation that they can designate how those funds can be used. So can you tell me about the different options for giving and how they came about?
Sure. Well, right now we are in the midst of a $5 million capital campaign to support all of the expansion that's happening at the hospital. And so many of our donors are choosing to give to the Cancer Center or to the new patient tower, but at any time a donor can designate their gift to go to whatever really touches them. We have patients that have set up nursing scholarships. We have donors who have been involved with providing financial assistance for people that are going through cancer treatment. So really the sky's the limit in terms of, you know, whether you want to cardiovascular, pediatrics, we have a wide range of options.
That's great. So I know there's a new fund through the McLaren Port Huron Foundation called Levis Link.
Yep.
So what is Levis Link and how did this come about?
Well, Levi's Link is a program that we have brought to McLaren Port Huron to assist children with special needs through their experience at the hospital. And the idea was brought to me through Megan Wilson, a very good friend of mine who has a son on the autism spectrum. And she had heard about this program at a different hospital on the West Coast. And really it's a combination of education and training for the staff, and also things like you know, turning the lights down, making sure that the noises aren't too loud, just things that can be really upsetting for a child with special needs. Megan brought the idea to the foundation, and then I was able to reach out to Kathleen McKenna, who is the director of our surgical services, and really things just kind of you know, got on the path that we're on now.
That's amazing. So how do you envision Levi's Link actually, the fund, actually helping the patients with special needs?
So we're going to have a fund set up at the foundation that the hospital will be able to access to purchase some of the things. You know, we've looked at like the sound-controlled Headphones, yes, thank you. You know, gift bags that have sensory things for the children to play with. And then also, it can be quite expensive to do special training for staff, so the foundation funds will be used for that as well.
That's amazing. So it really came from Megan's idea and desire to implement this program to it actually coming to fruition here right at the hospital.
That's correct. And one of the first ways we're raising money for it is a 5K run. We're doing a 5K run in June, and all the proceeds will come to the hospital specifically for Levi's Links program.
That's great. So if someone that's watching today wants to contribute to the Levi's Link Fund, how can they do that?
Well, they can definitely participate in the run, and there is information about that on the McLaren Port Huron Foundation's website. And they can also make direct donations to the foundation and just let us know that that's what they want it to be designated for.
That sounds great. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about Levi's Link, or how about some other things that are going on with the foundation?
Well, I guess the thing I would say about Levi's Link is it was an idea that was brought, you know, one person, and really it's touched probably hundreds of people at the hospital now. Everyone's really gotten behind it, and we have a whole committee that's working on ideas and implementation. And it's just been a really great experience, like all the other experiences at McLaren Port Huron, to see that everyone pitches in and gets behind what is best for our patients.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. We need to take a break, but we'll continue this discussion in just a moment.